Hello and welcome to Acapella Adventures. We're doing, we're giving you 8 minutes of solo actual play to test the ideas for the Meroch Module Ormegarten. We're currently on episode 043, and it is finally market day at the keep. The characters Igor, Meg, and Wyesley, plus their buddy Steven, and Mac has a new ally. I may have, you know what, I'm gonna make him I'll make a Dagger. Oh, I'll have to see, the Dagger has a name. Oh, yeah. That's gonna be different. We'll figure that out later. Mac has a Dagger. It's going to become an ally. He's gotta work out the details first. I mean, it's giving him a quest, and it's gonna be go along with him. Kind of just need to go, we're gonna go along with this game. This is what happened to one of my PCs. Might as well have the same plot unfold. It will be completely different, of course, but the main hook is gonna be the same. You found a magical dagger, it talks to you, and it has special abilities. How are you gonna react? We'll have to see. You know, one of the things, this was a dagger that was James's character, Acapella, who also created Fox the Ranger. And Acapella was also the one who worked with the Medusa the most. So we have, and the freaking lizard. Oh, half this campaign is James's fault. I'm blaming him. It's all his fault. Yep. So, we're going to make a terrible mistake. Okay, that's a lot better. So what I do is I make copies, and I really need to undo one. There we go. You know, yeah, keep up the details. Otherwise, it doesn't work as well. So what are we doing? We are going to have to deal with, I think, honestly, they're going to check it out. Primarily the market thing, I'm going to say it's definitely not a release day. But let's see if there's somebody to hire. No, this is not a good thing. Matter of fact, I want to check for food. Yeah, okay. So, there is nobody here who looks like they have any sort of combat military availability. Like, you're not going to find, like, somebody who's going to run dogs in the dungeon. They're not finding, you know, fighter wounds services. It's a tiny keep on the borderlands type situation. Today is not the day to find somebody to help you take out the dungeon. They just wander around, look at all the stalls, look at the people. They don't need people who are going to farm. They don't need people who are going to take care of a ranch. They don't need people who, you know, fulfill all these great needs and abilities and things you would find in a village. They just don't need them. Now, right now, it'd be great if they were setting up an area. I mean, maybe if they found somebody with milling experience, but honestly, it's just not even on the chart. You're not going to find a miller. You're not going to find apprentices they would want. So, I mean, yes, they check them out. There's a wide variety of people, all sorts of races and genders, and you know, just incredible experiences going on, people getting hired, you know, there's discussion, there's little bits and details of small village life on a village hiring day, market day. And they're kind of on the outside. So they do manage to go find some preserved dried foods that would be good for transport, basically. Your iron rations, pretty standard. A little bit different fare than they usually get from the thing. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, so I just remembered. one of the clues to the White Bunny Barbarians was they were selling hides to the keep in order to make money for their various goals. Let's see if they remember. 3, 5, 8. So on the Oracle, 3 and 5, so 16, 17, 18, 19. So I got a maybe. What are you willing to risk? Risk something mechanically beneficial to get the yes, or take the no. Save the resource by rolling out an appropriate step plus skill versus a TN 25. Honestly, what they would be wagering here would be either goodwill from the keep or things like that. Hell, Council Giants is looking now. They're going to check out the goods store. They don't see the signs. The nice thing about the trading goods store is that it has a whole bunch of shields up on the wall, bolted to the top. And some of those have, I don't know if you've ever been in the SCA, but people will use the inside of their shields as a place to keep notes, especially for combats and tactics, because the shield lasts quite a while. It's a nice flat breathing surface if it's made properly. And you go strap it on every time you go out to fight. You might as well evolve your good fighting notes. Like, you should eat and drink before a fight. You should make sure you're hydrated, stretch, things like that. Like, in order to make you a better fighter, what things should you remember before you get into a planned fight or duel? SCA tricks for the win. But, so Igor remembers, but it looks too risky. Or they could, it's going to be a mechanical bad. So, go there, they check there. It's finally time. It's time to check out the Red Rose Guild. Now, what happened the first time was that the adventurers went in, saved some people from the dungeon, pulled them out, one of which was a Thane of the Red Rose Guild. That Thane was willing to help them, did things for them, associated NPC. I'm going to pause this right at the end where we're basically reaching up to knock on the Red Rose Guild door to talk to the Red Rose Guild and see who answers and see if it's somebody that recognizes a friend and ally. So we'll save that for next time. Talk to you later. Have fun. Bye-bye.